In Birmingham, a scurrilous anti-Jacobin pamphleteer, Job Not, addressed reformers, "Do be off. Only think of the new drop. You may be recorded in the Newgate calendar. Transportation may reform you. You deserve to be highly exalted. Did you ever see the new drop?" In London parishes, where the influence of Reeves Association was strongest, house-to-house inquiries were made. In St. Anne's, a register was kept with the complexion, age, employment, etc. of lodgers and strangers. In St. James, inhabitants were called upon to denounce for incivism all housekeepers who would not oblige their servants, workmen, and apprentices to sign a declaration of loyalty to the Constitution. No tradesman was to be employed who had not been cleared by Reeves agents, and publicans were refused licenses who failed to report suspected persons. Collections of flannel waistcoats for the troops were pressed forward by members of Reeves' committee as an auxiliary means of testing loyalty, and from waistcoats collections went on to mitts, drawers, caps, shirts, Welsh wigs, stockings, shoes, trousers, boots, seats, greatcoats, gowns, petticoats, blankets. Several of the examples in this paragraph are taken from an anonymous pamphlet, Peace and Reform, Against War and Corruption, 1794. The existence of a heresy, fund, of these proportions, in time of war, does not prove the widespread existence of heresy. Loyalism at such times always supposes the existence of treason, if only as a foil to itself. And yet something more than war fever or the guilt and uneasiness of the propertied classes is indicated by the outpourings of tracts and sermons and the attacks on specific Jacobins in outlying parts. It was in April 1794 that a gang of roughs, armed with cudgels, terrified young Samuel Bamford as they passed through Middleton, with curses and broken windows for the Pennites on their way to Royton. Here they smashed up the Light Horseman public house where reformers were meeting and beat up those in attendance. Meanwhile, the magistrates refused to stir from his home, a few score yards from the scene of the riot, and the parson stood on a hillock pointing out fugitives